Hey guys, it's HMK. Zelda Wii U has been revealed, and over the months we've learned more on this mysterious title little by little. But since this is going to be the first Zelda in a new generation for Nintendo, Zelda Wii U has some huge shoes to fill. Having played every game in the series and studies its lore extensively, I've come up with a list of what Zelda Wii U needs in order to be the biggest and best Zelda game ever spawned. So how about we get into the list of my top 10 things Zelda Wii U needs, with number 10. Number 10. A second quest. In the more recent Zelda titles, and in some of the very first games, it was a pretty awesome staple, even though every game in the series didn't follow this. For Zelda Wii U, they need to bring this back, even if it's just Hero Mode. Actually, scratch that. Hero Mode is cool, but in this day and age with the huge adventures in gaming, it's become more and more prevalent that some gamers need some sort of incentive to replay an adventure. Though Hero Mode is cool, something along the lines of Master Quest or a new quest to unlock certain goodies that can only be seen from the second playthrough would be optimal. Or maybe an evolving world where more and more quests happen long after the credits. Number 9. The Return of Magic. In a number of the more recent Zelda titles, we've seen Link without a magic bar. Now this is a big deal for me because in the fantasy land of Hyrule, it has magical properties all around it. When Link was able to use magic, the results were just awesome. Enchanted arrows, mystical sword abilities, etc, etc. Now we've seen those concepts replaced with a stamina meter or ballistic arrows. With the new Zelda Wii U trailer, there is an obvious magical type energy systems going on, and I hope to see a grand return of magic in this game. Number 8. More equipment options. Now one of my favorite things in Zelda is the multitude of equipment options in their games. This includes tunics, swords, shields, boots, gauntlets, and more. And in some games, the inclusion of being able to switch between these options gives opportunity for unique gameplay experimentation and cool personal stories to tell on your gaming experience. In Zelda Wii U, we've already seen Link without his staple green tunic and with a mysterious black coat. So this gives me a hopeful hype on seeing a multitude of different equipment in the game. Number 7. Dungeons, Dungeons, Dungeons. Now I never complain about the dungeons in Zelda games per se, but I want to see more dungeons. There is usually a staple of around 9 to 12 dungeons, but I want more dungeons than that. And to tear a page out of A Link Between Worlds, I want to see dungeons scattered around the land of Hyrule that are completely optional and hold very, very good rewards. But how about this? We all know about the hidden and awesome Great Fairy Fountains and the cool upgrades that they give you. How about we take that awesome dimension and stick them at the end of a dungeon? Now you gotta work and best a mysterious dungeon to get to that fairy. Awesome, right? They can experiment a multitude of ways with optional dungeons in this manner. Oh yeah, I'm getting hyped for that. Number 6. Elaborate and rewarding side quests. Now one way to make a game experience longer and way more enjoyable is to add elaborate and rewarding side quests. Where can they look for inspiration? Nowhere else but Majora's Mask. That game has to have the best side quests in any Zelda game, period. Also, these quests need to be tricky and fun, and not only that, it has to be rewarding as well, or else people won't want to undertake their challenges. Time-sensitive quest activations, evolving inclusive storylines, grand rewards that will actually help you on a quest and make you awesome. This is how you make a game longer, and this is how you make rewarding side quests. And I want to see this in The Legend of Zelda Wii U. Number 5. Voice acting. Now I've stated this before and my stance does not change. I want voice acting in Zelda Wii U. But if you haven't heard me before on this, I want a fully translatable and speakable Hylian language in Zelda Wii U. We got a preview of that in Skyward Sword with Zelda's song. And hell, Nintendo made Dino a fully translatable language in Star Fox Adventures. And that game's legacy is nowhere near that of Zelda's. Zelda already has an immense following. So can you imagine the explosion of fandom if that will happen if Hylian became an actual language? As for Link, I still want him to remain silent. Number 4. A deeper and engaging storyline. Now I know all about Nintendo's firm stance on gameplay first and storyline later, and I'm not telling them to change that strategy. but with the advent of Skyward Sword, Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, and Twilight Princess, the Big N has shown they have what it takes to create a grand epic. However, what Zelda Wii U needs is more engaging storyline elements in this tale, perhaps incorporation of Hyrule's politics, racial divide, or emphasis on how the past affected the land. One potential storyline is that Link, a lone adventurer, is thrust into a battle over the lands that leads to massive bloodshed, and in that turn awakens an ancient good and an ancient evil that threatens Hyrule. Something like that, maybe. Number 3. Context-sensitive combat. Now, one of Zelda's strengths is its tried and true combat, and I feel that Zelda Wii U is the perfect opportunity for the series to take the next big step. Perhaps context-sensitive attacks and combat. While I'm not talking about the level of Kingdom Hearts press triangle to win, but perhaps more in line with Hyrule Warriors' technical smashes. In the trailer for Zelda Wii U, we've seen that Link jumps off his horse in order to make a close-range strike to his enemy. I feel that this is hinting to the kind of combat I'm speaking of, in which some enemies may have a weak point, and some things in the environment can be used to help you get the upper hand against a tough foe. Number 2. Visiting lands other than Hyrule. Now, this is a big one that needs to be in the game. Aonuma has constantly stated that Zelda Wii U will have a vast world. Now, what if this vast world wasn't only limited to the familiar land of Hyrule? In order to make this truly a vast, living, breathing world, I feel that more lands should be incorporated into the map, each with its own laws, practices, and diverse settings. Perhaps a great connection of islands in the ocean, or a new bountiful land beyond the desert. The possibilities are there for the huge expanse of lore and law with adding more countries to the world of Zelda in Zelda Wii U, and that's something I want to see. Number 1. A defining gaming attribute. One thing that Zelda Wii U needs more than anything else is a defining feature that will go on in gaming history and will be emulated and looked high upon for years to come. Zelda has always brought radical innovations to the gaming industry, and Zelda Wii U needs to find something that will revolutionize gaming once again. What may it be, you ask? Well, I wouldn't know because I'm not a game developer, but knowing the Big N, I'm sure they will think of something amazing to add to Zelda Wii U, something that will make the game grand and something that will keep it in our hearts and minds forever. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I trust that may got you hyped for the game. What do you think Zelda Wii U needs to be Game of the Year? Leave it in the comment section below, and if you're new to HMK, subscribe for more awesome Zelda content and more Zelda videos coming every week to the channel. Until the next one, stay hyped, and I've been HMK, and I'll check you guys later.